Hello bakers and welcome back to another Taste of Theatre special. Now Christmas time in the UK is all about Panto, and this week I got to go down to the London Palladium to see Dick Whittington in its final week. It is such an incredible show and it definitely got rid of the January blues, so I couldn't resist making another theatre inspired cake. To celebrate Dick Whittington's final show, we're whipping up this cherry Victoria sponge, decorated as Dick Whittington's signature bag, ready for his voyage to London. Now, Dick Whittington is actually one of the few pantomimes that is based on a real-life person, Sir Richard Whittington. It follows his journey as he moves to London to pursue his dreams and eventually become the Mayor of London. During the show, you'll see him fall in love, defeat the evil Queen Rat, and make loads of friends along the way. It's such a clever story that throws in lots of modern references to make it relevant to the audience. First, you'll need to cream together your butter and sugar until light and fluffy. Add in your eggs and a little bit of flour if it begins to curdle. Add the remaining flour with some mixed spice and vanilla and then continue to mix until well combined. Next, you'll need to chop up some glacé cherries and add a spoonful of flour to make sure they don't sink to the bottom. Fold your cherries into your cake mix. Now to make a round bag, I'm using a bowl which I've greased and lined before pouring in my cake mix. Bake in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes. Now, it wouldn't be a West End panto without the star-studded cast, and this show definitely doesn't disappoint. Julian Clary plays the spirit of the bells and is definitely one of my favourite characters, having me in stitches for most of the show. Elaine Paige is your Queen Rat, and she is a musical theatre legend with such a stunning voice. And British dance group Diversity are also in the show, so you can see them throw down some of their signature moves. In fact, the whole cast is brilliant and they come together to put on such a witty and entertaining performance that is perfect for the whole family. But mainly the adults. Once cool, level off your sponge and then cut in half. Make a simple buttercream by whisking together icing sugar and butter, and then sandwich your cakes together with jam and your icing. Crumb coat the outside of your cake with the remaining buttercream and then chill in the fridge for at least an hour. Pantos are full of music, often songs that you've heard elsewhere with a few twists to make it relevant to the show. Now, Elaine Paige references loads of her old musicals, which is hilarious, but my favourite numbers are probably, again, Julian Clary, who is not a singer, but gives it a good go. Roll out some white fondant to ½ centimetre thick and then smooth over your cake before trimming off the edges. Next, roll out some red fondant, cut out some circles and then stick over your cake. For the top of the bag, I've got some white modelling paste and cut them into leaf shapes. Twist slightly and then place some red circles over the top before leaving to harden. We'll also need to make a brown stick, so I've dyed some modelling paste and then rolled it out into a long sausage. Now, this is actually the first panto that I've seen on the West End, so I didn't know what to expect in terms of the sets, but they are phenomenal. Amazing costumes, amazing designs, and one of the most iconic moments is when a ship is sinking and then it flies out into the audience and Julian Clary looks out and says, "Oh yes, you don't get this in Hamilton." Put your first ribbon down next to the cake and then place your stick over it. Then you'll need to place the second ribbon on top of your stick. Use a final bit of modelling paste to hide the seams. And you're done! Dick Whittington's bag is ready for his journey to London. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this cherry cake inspired by Dick Whittington. If you saw the show, let me know in the comments down below what you thought. I absolutely loved it and we're definitely going to see the panto again next year. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see some more theatre inspired bakes, make sure you subscribe and I'll see you next time.